This stinks. Working day in and day out, never get a raise from the boss man, barely paying off my student loans. What was I thinking getting a degree and moving empty boxes? Yeah, could be worse. I could be in TV.
Rogan's Hero, hosted by Fred Roggin.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Fred Roggin, and welcome to the show. Now, last weekend, we had a staff party at Spago's, and finally got a couple of drinks in Feldman. He was a wild man. At one point, he walked up to Larry Hagman's table, dropped his pants, and in his best Mae West voice said...
We interrupt this phony story to bring you a phony news bulletin. Here's Clio award-winning reporter Fred Roggin.
Thank you. This just in. Dateline, Cleveland, Ohio. After a record 31 straight minutes without a work-stopping injury, tragedy strikes the cut-a-corner construction company. Let's go to the tape. Another routine day of shoddy workmanship is suddenly interrupted when foreman Pinky McDonald slips into a puddle of quick-drying cement. Frantically, he runs for the showers, but true to its name, the quick-drying cement dries quickly. In a stroke of genius, their PR man springs into action. Pinky is mounted to a base, unveiled to the public, and soon becomes the most popular statue in downtown Cleveland. You know, it's funny. I mean, a similar thing once happened to me. I fell into a vat of styling gel, and my hair hasn't moved since the Carter administration. Tonight, we've got a cold-filtered Hall of Shame, Rogan's All-Star Heroes, plus that troublesome fairies flying south for the winter, so plan your vacation accordingly. Okay, guys, keep your eyes on the ball. Don't catch it, just keep your eyes on it. A word of warning, mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be this guy. And from the makers of the Joy Buzzer and the Whoopee Cushion comes Crazy Crutches. So grab your permission slips and don't forget your lunch money. This field trip gets underway in just over a minute.
Rogan's Heroes is brought to you in part by Kellogg's, the best of you each morning.
Notice anything unusual about Kellogg's Frosted Bran? Frosted Bran. Contradiction in terms?
You see, the fun side of you still wants a sports car.
That's the tasty Frosted side.
But the sensible side of you is ready for the big wagon.
That's the crunchy bran side. Kellogg's Frosted Bran cereal gives you the best of both. Healthy flakes of bran with a delicious frosting. It's like getting the wagon and keeping the sports car. Frosted keeps you happy, bran helps keep you healthy. Kellogg's Frosted Bran.
In a world of flat chips, what do you call crunchy baked shells surrounding smooth, creamy fillings? Role models. See why combos taste better? What do you call a chili cheese chip without creamy chili cheese? Flat. New chili cheese combos. See why combos taste better?
You're entering a dimension of sight, of sound, of smell. A dimension of poor dietary habits. That's a bad sign up ahead. Your next stop, the Twilight Gallery.
Welcome to a world of make-believe, where the forces of nature have a bad attitude, and they don't take American Express. Witness for the prosecution, Milburn Whetstale, a mild-mannered mellish with a camera and a treble tot. Milburn's taping his young son, Hokey, playing in the backyard. What Milburn doesn't know is the special talent Hokey learned in reform school. Milburn may have his woes, but wait till you get wind of Mr. Chumpy Talon, a bird of a very different feather. Chumpy is unique in that he was raised on a tree stump by a flock of barn owls. He's now reached his 30th birthday, and it's time to leave the nest and enter the Twilight Gallery. A footnote. Chumpy was later eaten by wolves. What have we learned tonight? As usual, nothing in the Twilight Gallery.
It's that troublesome fairy. Run for your lives!
Oh boy, looks like a friendly water bike race at the local lake. Except for one thing. The fairy's got $20 riding on the team on the right. Oh yeah, they're twisting the night away, but they've been at it a long time, so that fairy decides it's time for a break. It's Christmas morn, and the kids look so happy on their new bikes, but then someone drops in to wish them a very Merry Christmas. You know, it could be worse. We could have done that troublesome William Conrad. All right, troops. Fall in, because here they come again. They're the best of the best, the toast of the town, the last of the Mohicans, Rogan's all-star heroes. We'll start on the links. Nick Price at the PGA Championship with the reach out and touch someone putt. From a different area code, Nick's ball keeps rolling and rolling and rolling nearly 100 feet into the hole for birdie. On the courts, here's another long-distance operator. Brock Jobe from Morin High launched a three-quarter court, banked it in, caught it. NBA size, three-pointer for Brock. Now, for everybody's favorite indoor sport, what else? Lacrosse. Watch this shot by John Tavares in front. Coming down the middle, he faked the shot, whipped it behind his back, and scored. Not everybody liked the shot. He was invited to take a face full of turf. Now, get ready to get down and dirty at the annual Mud Bowl. Matt's Mud Sharks with the ball. Time running out in the half. They show a little razzle-dazzle with a halfback option pass. Phil Rabby threw it up for grabs. Look at the concentration here by Jim Gilday in the back of the mud zone. Made the dirty fingertip grab for the touchdown. Baseball, Andy Van Slyke tagged Alejandro Pena's pitch deep to right center. Otis Nixon on his horse races back, leaps up, and takes the home run away from Van Slyke. The Tomahawkers in the stands give him a thumbs up for the robbery. And finally, let's go swimming, or should we say fishing, when you're with Cricket, the catfish-catching dog. Now watch Cricket's interesting angling technique. She doesn't use a pole or a rod. She's just a dog that likes to fetch fish. No tackle box needed here, and you never have to worry about having an empty frying pan when you're with Cricket, the catfish-catching dog. And those are Rogan's all-star heroes. Coming up, meet a carpenter who carries himself over the threshold.
America's favorite stiff is back.
That's Bernie Lomax. I recognize that smirk anywhere.
But this corpse has a job to do.
Found a key to a safety deposit box in St. Thomas.
So they're packing him up and heading for the islands.
Who is that?
Oh, he's our boss. He's dead. Don't worry about it. Oh.
Weekend at Bernie's, too. No one does dead like Bernie. Rated PG. Starts Friday, July 9th at a theater near you.
Guess what combos is pouring into crunchy baked pretzels? Say cheese. Cheddar pretzel combos. See why combos taste better? Now that Combos has a new oven-baked crust filled with more pizza spices, other snacks aren't so fulfilling. Pepperoni pizza combos. See why combos taste better?
The biggest Independence Day celebration in the nation. Hosted by stage and screen star David Dukes. From Broadway's Will Rogers Follies, Larry Gatlin. Macy's 4th of July fireworks on the Hudson.
It's a fireworks spectacular tonight at 11:45 on WHTM.
It's classy versus brassy on the new Family Feud.
I can't think of 10 lovelier contestants I've ever stood on the stage with.
When the women of the Mrs. America pageant...
You have to be named Jennifer to become Mrs. America?
...stand poised against the women of Playboy.
What is the biggest lie that a man ever told you?
He wasn't married. That he loves you.
The fun's right on target. Bullseye! This week on the new Family Feud.
Join the fun this week at 7:30 on WHTM.
Feldman, okay? No more questions about his haircut, beer gut, and IQ. Shut up! You thought he had a high school diploma? Wrong! You think his haircut is out of style? 2 words. Fred Roggin. So Feldman's got a beer gut. So what? Look what he's doing with that gut. He's sitting on a bike. He's eating cheese puffs. He's ordering to tie his shoes. As a matter of fact, he fell off the bike, into the pool, wearing the shoes, with the $100 thigh button strapped to his neck, okay? And what are you and your love handles doing right now? Watching Rogan's Heroes! I think you hear me knocking, and I think I'm coming in, and I'm bringing Feldman and his big, bald head with me.
Very nice. He guards our gallery and moonlights as the stunt double for Mr. Clean. Please welcome Officer Feldman. Officer Feldman. Please, it is time now to expose those scoundrels who throw their integrity out the window just to make a buck. No, not the people who work on this show. I'm talking about viewers who send us setup shots. Scream along at home as we say, nice try. Here's a shot of handyman Rob Vila. Why is the camera there, you ask? Not because he's working on this old house. Today, he's working on this old setup. What's next, Norm? Nice try! I wonder why the camera's there this time. Maybe his dog goes nuts when he gets a bath. Wow, just look at that thing fight. But when he leaves the room for a minute, I think we all know the reason for the camera. In the replay, you can see his knees buckle for no apparent reason. He grabs the tub of water and pulls it down to the floor. If that dog could talk, you know what he'd say. This just in, hot off the press. This shot's a setup. Come on, folks. No one's going to walk up and set fire to your newspaper, unless, of course, you're in Central Park. And if you were in Central Park, no one would bother to put it out. All right, some nudniks. Toss the luggage in the back seat and the kids in the trunk. It's time once again to spin that old squeaky globe and venture to lands beyond your local 7-Eleven. Ah, man, it's Japan. Statistics show a rise in back injuries linked to reruns of Welcome Back, Kotter. But promising new treatments are in the works. Who's the biggest TV star in all of Romania? Hold on to your hats, America. Here comes... He's got charm and style, and he's got worms. Make way for Kibbles the Mutt. After a visit with such a cultural phenomenon as Kibbles, it's good to get back to the basics with some old-time religion at the Church of Gerald Ford. We're in Germany for a special performance by Crazy Klaus and his... crotch of steel. Well, shut my mouth. What precision. What showmanship. What a pain in the... Well, you get the picture. Achtung, baby. Hey, gang. Put your tray tables and your artificial hips into the upright and locked position. We're coming in for a landing with a brand new Hall of Shame. Tonight, we answer the musical question. Guess what's behind banner number 3?
It was one of our nation's darkest moments. And he was there.
The only active agent who ever lost a president.
30 years later.
Do you really have the guts to take a bullet, Frank?
The hell is this? He's back.
This guy's gonna make a try, and I've got to be there.
In the line of fire.
I see you standing over the grave of another dead president.
Clint Eastwood.
That's not gonna happen.
In the Line of Fire, rated R. At theaters July 9th.
Double, double your refreshment.
So refreshing.
Double, double your enjoyment. Oh, no single gum, double freshens your mouth like double mint gum.
Everybody now.
Double, double your refreshment. Double, double your delight. Oh, no single gum, double freshens your mouth like double fresh, double good. Come on and double it. Double mint gum. There's no single gum like it.
Wow, tortilla chips.
Not ordinary tortilla chips. Our new chachos are flour tortilla chips.
Flour?
We're making new people chachos. We're making new people chachos. Lightly crispy chachos.
Flour tortilla chips.
Hey! We're making cheesy quesadilla.
We're making cinnamon crispaña.
And if I want to dip it all?
We're making Restaurant Original.
New people chachos.
Lightly crispy flour tortilla chips.
Hey!
Now, a vacation tip from America's favorite family.
We can collect leaves and arrowheads and take pictures of the wildlife.
Yeah, then we'll all get naked and sing This Land Is Your Land.
It's a wild kingdom out there.
They want our women.
Well, then our women they shall have.
Be prepared to defend yourself.
If anything goes wrong, I zap them in the face with bug spray.
Why not just use your socks on a stick?
On the next Married with Children.
Join the Bundys late night Monday following 27 News.
Next week on Rogan's Heroes, it's Up, Up, and Away, followed by Down, Down, and Doom. And our K-9 consultant highlights fashion faux pas for spring. Plus, she's got a ticket to ride, and she's scared silly. That's next week on Rogan's Heroes. Live from Bronco Bob's Matzah Hut in Passaic, New Jersey, it's time for the Hall of Shame, starring the Hall of Shame dancers, and featuring Zen Master Swami Siddhartha and his Vow of Poverty Orchestra. And now the hostess with the mostest, Fred.
Oh, yes, the Hall of Shame dancers. You know, there's more hair on those backs than on my pointy little head. The time has come for the first leg of the Hall of Shame and dispensation of the blacklisted Head Over Heels Award.
What are all these people doing in my living room? Oh, yeah, it's the Hall of Shame. And our first nominee is racing ace Blowout Barkley. Of course, Blowout has his faults, but he's certainly no quitter.
Okay, that's enough. I quit.
Our next nominee needs no introduction, mostly because I don't know who he is. But I am sure of one thing. Look up clumsy in the dictionary and you'll find this kid's picture. Ladies and germs, for your viewing pleasure, the San Diego Padres infield show you why they make the big bucks.
Can you believe I gave up the priesthood for this?
Officer Feldman, bring the car around. Feldman, I'm over here. Oh, no, Feldman! Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I smell donuts! Here's the deal. We've secretly replaced ace pitcher Bert Blyleven's expensive uniform with a vatload of Gatorade. And like a true Hall of Shamer, Bert throws in the towel. And now, without further ado, the moment we've all been waiting for. The much-maligned winners of our Head Over Heels Award. The one and only tumbling team of Head and Heels. And you thought this was a family show.
Once again, it's time for Fred Rogan's Get a Load of This.
1960, a local theater is performing the musical Snow White's Adventure at the New York Port Authority. Little did theatergoers know that across town, fabled human cannonball Meldrick Von Queef was having a bad reaction to his meal of curried goat. Despite critical raves, the play closes after one night, and Mr. Von Queef is never fully informed of his place in theatrical history.
The theater reminds me of the days when I starred in Nudes on Ice. Katie, bar the door, because here comes the second portion of the Hall of Shame and our overrated Fall First and Ask Questions Later award.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting this year's Hall of Shame, Fighting Spider Monkeys. Yes, they're raring to go, but that banner's about had it. Fellas, please don't try to run through the banner. Ever wonder why I hate halftime shows?
Cedric's a name, dancing's a game, and I've got water on my brain.
For the love of God, please stop. Think of the children. Hey, home movies. That's my brother Babe Ruth Rogan calling his golf shot. Coming up, here I am putting the Babe's eye out. Don't worry, the Babe went on to a stellar career as a pirate.
A whole bunch of this Hall of Shame is brought to you by Fredco Productions, who proudly present Marcus Gastritis and the Cross-Dressed Combo, live in concert at the Greek Theater.
She'll be coming round Damascus when she comes.
With special guest Bojangles Bjornsson and his Feet of Fury.
Thank you very much. Now for my next number.
Come celebrate the decline of Western civilization with Marcus Gastritis and the Cross-Dressed Combo, live. Imminent demise never sounded so good.
Since we're in the midst of giving away awards, I predict Baby Bowie will be an early favorite for the always coveted Faceplant Award. Baby Bowie may be having his first birthday, but I think this guy's had his last. Oops, sorry. He's alive. Hey, look, it's Choppers the pony. All the boys in the village love Choppers for one special reason. Like they say, a picture's worth 1,000 words. Hey, Slim, there's chili dogs in that there pool. Just kidding. Now give me some sit-ups. It's the soothing sounds of Julius LaRover with the Puppy Shuffle.
Dogs are dancing, yeah, like little fluffy clouds. Hey, I love you, you're beautiful. Dogs are dancing.
Someone remind me to fire the staff after the show. And now the moment you've all been waiting for. Sound the trumpets and release the hounds, presenting our award winner. The choice was easy since Hopalong had a leg up on the competition.
Boing, 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 boing.
Congratulations, and get well soon.
Coming up, sure, your kid can make a racket, but can he handle one?
Dating game show horrors. The question, what's on the next Mars?
I'd say the date went wrong as soon as I picked him up.
I don't know why Dina let me lick wine off of certain parts of her body.
This music is not my fantasy.
They're dates from hell.
He's calling me every name in the book.
She has no sense of humor.
Plus, I'm going to play
Matchmaker
on the next Mars.
Monday at 5, followed by 27 News.
Hey, want to see how AT&T could save you more than MCI or Sprint? No, really. First, go find your last phone bill. Trust me, it's worth it. You're not going to do it, are you? Okay, look at this bill. See, most people call the same way, to one area code, over and over. And this is just 1 month. Imagine a whole year. Well, if you spend $40 a month on long distance, AT&T will give you 25% off to that one area code you're always calling. Now, write down this number, 1-800-437-0966. It's how to get 25% off AT&T calls to any one area code you select any time of day. It's free. Plus, we'll give you 15% off the rest of your calls. So, like I said, AT&T could save you more than MCI or Sprint. And you didn't believe me. Call now for 25% off where it means the most. Just another part of the iPlan.
Hey, look who's hanging with Mr. Cooper.
What happens when your landlord dies? He goes to heaven. I mean, do you still have to pay rent?
Tyler's the kind of kid who grows on you. Isn't he cute? Hey, you remember the bump? And he stays with you.
So what should I do?
Why don't you go home? He may be a little guy, but he's keeping an eye on Cooper.
Hi, I'm Tyler.
They're close, like brothers. See ya. It's Hanging with Mr. Cooper, Tuesdays right after Full House on ABC.
Thank you. As you can see, I am standing next to the gallery jukebox, which of course means I'm bumming for quarters again. Actually, it is time to spotlight a video sent in by one of you, our demented home viewers. Now, tonight's offering was created by Bill Lowry, who should be watching us from a padded cell in Bellevue. But instead, he freely roams his neighborhood making pretend commercials. I repeat, pretend commercials.
With today's active lifestyles, it's never too early to get your child involved with some kind of sporting activity. But with most sports, that's just not possible. That's why you should try the exciting new sport of baby bungee jumping. It's as easy as 1, 2, and 3. Youngsters of all ages can easily enjoy this thrilling new sport. See for yourself with your own child and enter the exciting new world of baby bungee jumping.
Are restrained thanks to Bill for that pretend commercial. Now, the Broadcast Standards Division of our gallery would only allow us to bring this to you if we included the following disclaimer. Harry?
The preceding was a dark, sick gag. Do not allow your baby to bungee jump. Do not back up. Treadles cause severe tire damage. Light fuse and get away. Before starting any exercise program, consult a physician. Your mileage may vary. Numbers not official until validated. Not responsible for loss of misdirected tapes. Not responsible for loss of misdirected people. And remember, only you can prevent Forrest Sawyer. Fred?
I think that makes upper management's position perfectly clear. And how can you send in your tapes? Here's Harry again.
What, again? Oh, all right. If you have a video that threatens to offend decent, right-thinking American citizens everywhere, send it in to Rogan's Heroes. And remember, this is not a contest. If we use it, we pay you.
All right, folks. That will do it for tonight. And remember, it's not how long the show is, it's how long it feels. Thanks for joining us. Drive safely. Good night.
Travel arranged through Continental. One airline can make a difference. What's the difference? For the price of regular coach, a first-class seat. That's the difference on Continental. Protective services provided by West Coast Detectives, a recognized leader in investigations and security since 1922, headquartered in North Hollywood, California.